Something amazing happened at a Bernie Sanders town hall. This was a couple of days ago. Uncle Joe posted it over at Democratic Underground, but it's a repost from the Washington Post. And this was Monday morning in Iowa Falls, Iowa. And he turned to the crowd and he said, does anybody here want to tell us the story of what it's like to live on $12,000 a year, which is basically Social Security disability, or Social Security retirement. They both kind of max out in that neighborhood. And by the way, so does the minimum wage. Minimum wage is just slightly more, but it's still in that neighborhood. And so he said, anybody here want to tell their story? And there was a woman, and I don't think this is one of those, I mean, there's all these stories now about the Clinton campaign finding young people and people of color and whatnot and giving them very specific questions to ask Hillary, saying, no, you can't ask your question. You've got to ask this question, and, blah, blah. You've seen that stuff. I don't want to go off on it, but I would be astonished if this was anything other than spontaneous, particularly given how this woman reacted. Here's what happened when he did this.
I want to hear what it is like if people know people or themselves. What is it like to live on $12,000 or $10,000 a year Social Security? Other thoughts? Anybody else? Yeah, we got a mic right here. Hold it. Hold up. Okay, hold that mic close to you, please.
I've been living on probably less than that for a long time because of disabilities. It's so hard to do anything to pay your bills. You're ashamed all the time. And I could completely understand how she feels. And when you can't buy presents for your children, it's really, really, really hard. And I worked 3, 4, 5 jobs sometimes, always minimum wage. I have a degree. Divorced, and it's just I'm waiting for disability to come through, so my parents have to support me. It's just hard.
All right, thank you. Thank you. It is not easy for people to stand up and say that. But beyond comprehension, you got Republicans going around saying, we got to cut Social Security. We got to cut it. What people are getting is too much. $10,000 is too much. Does anybody here know what the COLA was, cost of living adjustment this year for people on Social Security? Yeah, Ann knows. It was 0.
Amazing. Amazing. This is what's at stake in this election, and her story is a story shared by at least 60 million Americans, and probably more than 100 million Americans. You have George Bush. Here is what happened when George W. Bush was confronted with a woman who was working 3 jobs in order to make ends meet. There's a
certain comfort to know that the promises made will be kept by the government. You don't have to worry.
That's good, because I work 3 jobs and I feel like I contribute.
You work 3 jobs?
3 jobs, yes.
Uniquely American, isn't it? I mean, that is fantastic that you're doing that.
Thank you.
You get any sleep?
Uniquely American, isn't it? You get any sleep? That's how Republicans respond to that. You heard how, a Democrat, how Bernie Sanders responded to it. This is all bizarre. It's just bizarre.
To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.